KFGO.com here with head coach Saul Phillips. Coach, let's talk about those last two road games, UMKC and USD. What was going on with your team in those two games?
Let's talk about USD.
Okay.
No, we certainly had an up and down weekend. We played about as poorly as we could play at UMKC. Give a lot of credit to them. Chamberlain went off on us. He's certainly a capable scorer. Didn't go very well for us, quite obviously. And then I'd say the second half of the USD game was about as good as we played all year. We played well defensively, we played well offensively. It just kind of all came together. So you take the good with the bad, you move ahead, you learn from what you did well, you learn from what you did poorly, and hopefully we can build on the second half at USD.
Going back to that UMKC game, and I'll transition into the South Dakota State game. UMKC shot the three very well in that game, and SDSU here in Fargo shot the three very well, specifically kind of with the bigger guys. Dykstra's a guy that comes to mind right away. What do you have to do defensively to kind of shut that down?
Well, a lot of it is containing dribble penetration so it doesn't trip our help defense. You know, if you're rotating over constantly to stop people from getting to the hoop, somebody's going to be open somewhere, and both those teams did an excellent job of finding those players. So if you can play a little more solid on the ball to start, then you got a better chance at perhaps limiting their looks from three.
Let's talk about South Dakota State tomorrow. It's a big game for you guys, not only conference-wise, but it's the rival. What do you guys have to do defensively to kind of stop that dribble penetration that was so effective for them here in Fargo?
I think that's the thing. If we can control the penetration, and we'll stop them from getting wide open jumpers, and I think that's basically the key for us.
You got to win two out of your next three conference games to solidify that number 3 spot. With the way this conference is and how good it is it very important to you guys as a team to be that 3 instead of the 4?
I mean, I think it's just important to us to finish as high as we can, and that's where we can finish. So, I mean, from there, I guess we'll play who we get matched up against.
KFGO.com here with Marshall Bjorklund. Marshall, I just want to get right into South Dakota State, talk to you about that. How difficult is it for you as a post defender to play a team that has post guys that can step outside and hit the long range shot?
Yeah, it's something we're not too familiar with, but I mean, we have guys on our team that we have to guard every day in practice that can do that same thing. So I mean, it's not a huge change, I guess. I mean, we practice it just about every day, but obviously it's a lot more difficult. You gotta watch them, guard them tight outside and inside, but I mean, for the most part, we've guarded guys all season that can do that, and it won't be too big of a problem, I don't think.
What do you guys have to do defensively to stop that penetration of Walters?
We didn't do a terrible job on him. I mean, he shot just over 30% last time we played him. So I think if we do that same thing, we just gotta. I mean, it's the other guys, the standstill threes that they've hit against us or would have killed us. So I think if we can eliminate them, eliminate transition, I think we'll be just fine.
How nice is it that you guys get to end the season with a 3-game homestand instead of maybe being on the road for 2 or 3 in a row?
No, that's big. I mean, if we'd end on the road, and then we have to go on the road again the next week for the tournament, we probably wouldn't be the same. So it's nice to be home. Kind of, it's always nice to be around home, but it's big. I think we got a little more comfortable here. Hopefully, we can get on a little bit of a roll here with some home games against some teams in the middle of our conference that we should beat. So hopefully it works out.